Owning the moment, owning this whole segment. She's tired. She's not like that.
My best friend.
I know I've especially been the one that's not just. Yeah, Anthony, I but she's fucking good. Like, I don't get why we're mad at the guys. I'm not taking Becky seriously. Why? She's been a heel for the longest. Io's drop kick. We argue with her. I'm feeling Becky. She's eating this time in a row. I'm sure she's out there with some own up. I'm looking out to me with Becky. Becky. Such a weird dog. You're holding your face. I think how come you didn't answer my question earlier? Are you willing to trust me and trust me one last crazy because I didn't see it. Fair enough. Yeah. I don't know. Sasha Banks really looks like a squirrel. Is he going to be? He just had everything. Covered out by Brad. That was major reference. I apologize. I missed it. Mr. Quick, what I'm right now, everything from Becky segment that I had put all the way from what the haters. I think she put herself over and shoulders at least
I can tell you that within 59 seconds.
Hi.
In case you want
Well, Nick, I got the receiver on the screen. I hear a heated debate about Becky and Jeremy. What? She got one. So I now wanted it. She got one. Here in the back, Bella wants to fight. Maddie's on TV. Unbend. Unbend. She's looking at security girl back there. Tell me more.
Because these things are actually happening. And Jennifer's on my YouTube channel. So let me try again, Jennifer. My YouTube
he lost the match of Backlash, but he was very much, silver tongue.
Screenshot of that.
That's how it feels. the week after. And what we told him some type of well, we thought for the longest time. She didn't have backlash. It's going to her versus Bailey.
Razor's Edge.
That would even during her whole promo, Money in the Bank qualifiers starting next week. They literally this lady in the just with a bruised cat. I like the motion. Oh yeah. James O versus Brett This is where I shaded them in some way. Maybe it might change this weekend. But it's Monday Night Raw. Mommy
Forearm shot coming in there by
We're going to yes.
Take it over Rhea. Rhea comes crashing down. Roxanne comes over looking for the climb. Kick out by Rhea. Kick out by Rhea. Makes the tap. In comes Julia. Kick there by Roxanne. By Julia. Kick coming in. I don't know what it is, but like.
Did you go to 2 hours? No? There's going to be a
reaction. They'll go, this is awesome.
The 3 hours just even on a good show.
They're enjoying it.
You're like, we just saw a 3-hour pay-per-view for Batman. So why the fuck did
Round the back of
literally, have you ignored the show
You did Christmas.
What are we doing?
I have heard that about him.
Yeah, I didn't even get this. We have a long stretch of SmackDown with the Roman was there, Uncle showing up there. It is like in the show. Kind of changed the landscape and watching the show a little bit. So I think we've got to be to reposition things. But SmackDown is not well, we need to
she needs a reason to do it though, doesn't she? Here we go. That race is coming. It's coming. She's outside. Here we go.
I don't think those full right now because of the election. I didn't necessarily agree. I do think we kind of see something. And the good news is NXT's been consistent in the middle. Kind of that little pivot. Yeah, well, they see it and they saw it like as folks, we're about 90 seconds away from the return to action. I got Roxanne Brett. Julia is the winner. Main event is upon us. Get in that chat. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know what's going on.
She stops down on Julia. Julia is in the zone.
Goes home at the end of the night with her.
She's going up top. Io Sky. The Julius of the Sky. So connects.
Forward, one, two, the beautiful matches. Call this one is a tough one. Got Io and Rhea for the win. Okay, nice shot.
Without Io in there.
I'm wondering if Io and Rhea have issues that works towards Saturday main event or Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank coming soon, so there's a lot of gaps Saturday main event and Money in the Bank. So stay tuned. They're going to be working quickly on this. And Roxanne. I feel like The quality of the product has gone down since that stuff started. But it was better. That's fair. I mean, I don't agree, but that's fair.
Here we go, got it up.
Rhea Ripley and the outside.
She just did it. Oh, she should have done it. She should have done that.
To accept it, and the mission is
both done it at the same time.
They're a pain in the ass. They are better than my book, but it's cooking up to Mr. Wade. I mean, we have
I don't think she's going to get the three. She might have.
But here comes the old sky.
Is done because it's run
In the house as well.
Are they? Is that
In a not so distant
This is Kentucky's largest city, Louisville.
Yeah, 100% exactly that. You know, we remember the war of the 3 hour ball, especially when they were like 36 days. We're trying to watch. So ultimately, I just said to them, so you can put it to what did you do? You can see what everyone goes through. So your world champ in the ring, folks. Get your votes in. Let's go. Win the ball for sure. And Rhea Ripley gets the
1, 2, 3. And while you want Seth Rollins, Riptide gets it. Ripley. Hitting Junior. I don't think that was going to be the end, to be honest. Expecting that to be the end, but it was the end.
Paul Heyman manipulated Jey Uso into taking this match tonight. Jey Uso has
is that just going to be the end or what?
I feel like Millionaire Club is
anything going to happen?
not fully for me. So yeah, I can see
Burying the young talent is just great.
I'm not sure that
But great. This match is over, said Nightmare. Event said J14. William didn't like the end, which was enjoyable, said Wrestling Fan. There you go. Io has got her hand raised. Rhea is looking at that championship though, so is this going to be next for Io?
Michael, I'll take Julia on the rock.
Yeah, she's made her intentions very clear, and Io can't be surprised about that. Oh, it's getting a little pop up the backside, but I think it was like, oh. Kinky. Mr. Darcy. What was the big shot at the end of the
Let's go. Let's end it with that. Let's have a big end of the night. Doobie is a nightmare. Mr. Quake, for anybody out there fucking with Tubi, Tubi is a nightmare. Once it gets you in on something, it just keeps playing. It doesn't stop. It doesn't ask you like, hey, are you still watching? They don't give a fuck. They just keep playing. You wake up 2 days later, she's still playing a movie. They don't care. The other day I watched. What I watched? I watched something with her. She really was. Oh, I was happy for her. No holds barred. Fucking so cold. Being a dandy. I don't know what that one was called. But yeah, is that fucking 18 seconds. Next movie. We can start playing.
Yes.
Ever since last week, so started, it's been long time. The show. Fair enough. I don't feel internationally, we're not getting it. So, for me, I like it. It's going to be the challenge. The new page that is something out. And I think we've got a lot of success along the show. So, again, I've been very happy with I mean, we all see it. She just definitely gets well, you haven't gone down yet. I'm not with you, but yo! Thank you, Mike. All right, it's fun about tonight's show. Yeah, Neo, favorite food was within 5. Nothing's for that. Is that for you? There you go. Somebody just going to go into I remember I think YouTube. Yeah, I mean, again, I think a lot of us were super grateful for those 3 hours to us. I still felt, and I was always on the record with that shot. And Neil, I mean, we're going to do 3 hours. The regular show should be less than 6. It might. The commercial, exactly. Julia, Irish. I know, we ragged on that a lot. I mean, yeah, you might actually have something. Rip Sky, not Rip Ski. Rhea grabs rocks, jumps her over.
But number one, you know, we're talking beforehand about the action and how that constantly produces.
Rhea says, I don't care about a murderer. I hate him. Speaking of murderers, Manny. And people you hate, but yes, no, I love the things. Rio and
tag match.
I did that
Saturday night's main event.
Yes, but too harsh on the Knicks. But I don't know if I'm forgetting anything, but like, I genuinely can't think it's the shortest points coming out of the show. Look at somebody. There wasn't really anything to react to. I don't know. I didn't find myself being I was sat here waiting for and then before I knew it, the show ended. Say, on the same level as I wasn't bored. I was just waiting for the big things to make watching this show. In a lot of ways, yes. Of your Monday night. No. That's a hell of a commitment. Spend 2.5 hours watching the show. Did you get? I think in a lot of ways, yeah. One super character driven, one in the ring driven. Yeah, but the other one, they both can wrestle really amazingly. But that's cool. That's great. That's not the connection. Yeah, but I mean, comparing them as champs, I mean, that is the difference maker, right? Is the fact that Tony is very character driven. But as far as just being a champ at that level and being able to kind of work, I mean, he's putting the work now. So, yeah, I agree with you. There's different in that regard. Comparison-wise, I mean, level-wise, we're at, yeah. No, we're not. Is that what he says? I don't know. Shave your hate on Tubi. Fucking Tubi's a mess. Learn how to clip the remote, mother. That is symbiote for wrestler. There's just movies you hadn't remembered, you didn't know. It's free ass We also won't have to leave.
I could have joined on when you're watching the Knicks.
I haven't noticed that. I will be honest. I mean, I haven't seen any glaring
You could have gone with Cardi B to watch the Knicks and Celtics, but instead you stayed with
I'm used to seeing this rise of like wrestling fans that just want to shit on things.
I would have been with Cardi B.
I know that's basically saying, yeah, I know you see, but yeah, it feels like this one of those things like, you and I watch very different shows, I guess, and the second I question you about how you feel about it, you say like fucking well, in a lot of ways, right? I think at the end of the day, I think there's a lot of, like you said, looking for the clicks, looking for that interaction.
I'd have took being
but
even not getting anything.
It's really like this weird thing when things can happen within the confines of the game on the field.
Seriously, Ian was
And you can be mad about an outcome, a ref call, blah, blah, blah. But you generally don't hate a lead, right? And that's kind of a unique for the rest of everything. And I get it because there's, you know, the writers. Well, they're not multiple weeks. Like, what's the other hockey league? Well, right, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's just unique of like, I didn't like the finish of this match. This whole company shot. It's a bit extreme. And again, you see this really kind of toxic underbelly on the internet, just demanding. Feels like won the game, and people are mad they didn't run the play you called to win the game. Like, it's not even that level of like, right? I don't understand. Trust me, being bad at Seahawks fan.
James said if the show is shit, then just call it shit. There's too many people that are ass kisses.
But like these people feel like they're mad because I called Spider-Man banana and you win XYZ Omaha drill. And they won the game with that. Like, what are we mad about?
I think this is not.
Yeah. Well, Rhea's firing up, Nick, and it almost looks like with her and Ron Jr.
That is not the first time they've said that.
Yeah, you're beating up her little sister right now.
So, we get
the two.
I don't know.
I mean, the guess.
I don't think he's taking a risk.
Right, yeah. What the hell are you talking about? I don't even.
That is the vibe I am getting.
They'll like come up. Are you still alive? You still want to watch? YouTube even does that. Scooby doesn't do it. Scooby's like, we don't care. It's free though. They don't give a shit. You can have 2 it's like 17 hours.
Explosions
well, no, let's be honest. Tubi is on at every gas station or at least every auto bar. You're getting your oil change. Tubi is on.
No,
like Tubi is built to just be played on because where it's played is not. Oh, I'm watching an episode. It is. We turn this on and we don't turn it off.
You go, oh, really? But it's like,
YouTube does ask if you're still watching
that story forward.
I actually posted
do something with it. So they beat Julia Roxanne, but they ain't going to
shout out our YouTube overlord.
So has anything really been achieved there?
Shout out YouTube.
You know, and the other title.
Oh, it's Tubi Wednesday. Tubi or not Tubi.
That was your closing segment.
Roxanne is on Rhea's back.
Join us next week. That's the big
deal. Get back to the apron.
You get this though with your favorite shows. You get that for great episodes though.
Then somebody comes and said you love wrestling. You. Oh, me specifically. Are you Switzerland? You're fucking Canada, of course, in this goddamn situation. Everyone pretty much knows what I do. And I'm apparently not somehow. I guess Austin was making a list.
Cody is back on front.
You can make that.
So,
So you want my but you're like that, you don't know how to change your own oil. You don't know anything about Big Dog Nick is the wrestling friend.
Kevin said, I think this create this bit of a
That's very much up in the interpretation.
Christmas
Yeah, got the crowd going.
Because he has to run it past the rock first. And they have to argue for a few weeks. Big shout out to you. Said, what if Finn is recruiting?
Where was oh no, I got it, but now I'm like, how can I make the song? Right?
Watching that come together.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday night on Monday. But folks, Julie Ideal back and forth is great. I want to ask him.
Doing this now, I kind of like it, to be honest. Like, what's
Do
the
they
big
show up?
talking point from the show?
Hashtag
I know I should go straight into that scene, but to be honest, the women's scene's going to be super late.
Unmentioned just
Also,
released.
the internet was so rough.
She didn't get released.
I wasn't able to keep up with
So,
it.
no, she's the NWA and BCW, and she's out there looking like she's, you know, towed in on
I might as well ask this question. What do we think
Go to the rest of next
of
week.
the Roxanne Perez conversation?
Do you want to come up with a different name because you're taking the Canadian story, made it the Mexican story, and you can name the Russian next week? It's the Toronto next week.
Japanese and shit.
Like,
You know, if a kid does a Spanish fly, is it just a fly?
It's just a fly.
Like, what are we doing? The main 20 years of Irish whips.
Grace, you say
Now
this
they're
after
just
every
whipped.
show. You
Right.
say hopefully, and then nothing happens on the show.
That
I'm
sounded like
eternally hopeful.
like
To be
donate
honest,
now and 40 years they've been known as Irish whips.
So,
Now they're
I
just
don't feel
whips.
like this now
If you want to
don't feel like that's it.
reestablish,
Let's sort of leave it. Just feels like
Julia going up to the
the
top.
slot,
Butterfly hook.
you know, it kind of felt like the road
anyone else think crazy or basically
so,
gonna start them?
Oh, butterfly super
now we're
Yeah.
kind of past that kind of, we do them, you know, we just sort of think, well, let's get that out of the way, or, you know, these shows are coming quite quickly, let's get that out of the way, blah, 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 blah. And,
Is it weird that you felt like there was not enough energy around that being the finish? That like you kind of knew it wasn't going to be the finish.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not even like it was a bad move or anything. It's just really the energy in that situation.
So,
Yeah.
you know, having gone through,
There's definitely times where you're like, oh, this is not even close.
where legitimately,
Yeah, he's still got hours of
How does Daddy get to any time of the CrossFit? CrossFit, you're getting shafted. They better be letting something. Yeah, I think his creative might be off. So give them
do a stream on Friday and the show's going to suck.
I
Otherwise, you know what I mean? Why bother? So, in my mind, I'm looking at like, right, where's those silver linings?
I mentioned this. I don't know if it was probably on your pause. He's got one of the best-selling shirts right now.
Maybe something.
No. Dale just putting out that Cross was talking to the New Day tonight. So.
The Randy
But yeah,
situation.
Cross also has one of the
Biggest thing that
best-selling
actually
shirts
didn't
right now.
explore the
And I
full
literally
level
was
that
trying
we
out there to
got
buy
that
one, and they don't
Friday.
want to have all
So
of
I'm
my
looking at
sizes
Friday
are
where
sold
I've
out.
got
Oh.
Cody. I'm looking at Friday where I've got
One,
and I'm looking at
two.
Friday where
Well, which-
I've maybe got
We
R-Truth.
got a pin.
There was no
Oh,
R-Truth.
I
I thought we would see R-Truth.
God dang it.
So maybe we get
Well,
R-Truth
we
on
got
Friday
a
as
pin
well.
and not a half a
We can
pin.
start digging into what that's going to mean.
Have a pin?
So
Io
that should
pinned
be interesting. So
Roxanne the wrong
you know,
way.
I'm
She
sort of
pinned her
looking
face
at that
down.
thinking, okay, I can find a few.
No, I think
things,
she was
but
holding her like she was holding her because Rhea had the
thing
pin.
is
The
the
sexy
best
Red
show.
I was
No
calling them
doubt
both
about
a
it.
pin because it
NXT,
looked like they were both
so
celebrating
that's
it for that.
So
I was,
at least we don't have to worry
my
about
initial
tomorrow.
brain that snapped over and
Friday,
I thought it was going to be one of those of who got the pin.
I'm not having to work too
And it was
hard.
just like, oh, they're both just kind of going for a pin.
But it is true. I am optimistic.
Right. So
that
Rhea Ripley
optimism
gets the
may
pin.
wane if,
Again, does that
you know, we're still
make her
sat here
continue to look
past
strong? Continue to
and,
go
it's been an awful
back
year.
at EO for that title.
Big time.
Yeah.
WWE since the beginning of 2025
Like
has been
was
pretty
halfway.
long. I just don't think Triple H has got announced the
Does this set up more Rhea
I
versus
don't know,
Io?
honestly. I mean, maybe
Or-
the truth is
Becky, I was
the
championing
bloodline
Becky.
does a lot
What
of
are you talking about?
perhaps the
Uh-oh.
bloodline
Oh,
did a
both
lot
had
of
the
heavy
belt.
lifting on SmackDown.
That's why I'm wondering if
Perhaps
does
last
this
year with the
set up
Liv
this
and
match
Rhea
more,
stuff,
or is it interesting
maybe
that
that did a
Rhea
lot of
got
heavy
the pin on
lifting.
Julia?
And
Do we get a
we
Julia
obviously
versus
had
Rhea?
Drew and we had
Straight
CM
up right now,
Punk,
no. This is
and
about
perhaps
the
that did
champion.
some
So
heavy lifting.
Rhea still
And actually,
kind of throwing her
if
weight
we took
around
those
as the
stories away,
dominant
I wonder
force in the
if
women's
the
division. The attitude of
the
you're
stuff
just keeping my
under
belt
that,
warm.
I wonder if that has
But
always
so then
been
does Roxanne
what we're
Julia,
seeing now. It's just that because we don't have that big kind of story.
So what
I mean,
do
I
they do
suppose
next?
you have the bronze
They'll
second,
probably
but to be honest,
kind
we
of
didn't repay
fall into that middle
much.
card. They might be a tag team
Didn't
for a
go
little
back
bit,
to that
especially because they don't
much.
have
Couple of
any.
little moments
They're
during
kind of
the show.
pitching them as
Obviously,
a
the
tag
big
team right
opening, but
now.
that was it.
I don't
this
hate the idea of
And
they're,
so-
kind of
We looked at
get
other
into
stuff
what
on
they're
the show. We looked, Finn AJ. To be honest,
Fair enough, fair enough.
Finn AJ should have been a better
Paul
match.
doesn't
Shouldn't it?
know
I can't
wrestling
blame Triple
things.
H for
Oh,
that.
thank you.
That should have been a better match. How much of that?
I like
that. Paul said it.
I think we need to be stop trying to figure
Creed
shit out and
against
just
the
watch it.
Raiders,
You know what? And I've been trying, like, literally
to get a good
trying for the last little bit here to kind of step
You lot
back
scored
a
that
bit
good
from
point,
the critical eye.
Hmm.
And so I think that worked really well for
I
me.
really
Like,
don't know.
just
I
kind of
don't know.
appreciating what the moment meant and why, and it felt
against Chad
nostalgic.
Gable,
And it felt like
which you would think. I mean, I'm sure we saw that match.
So yeah,
Like
people were like,
this
"Oh,
thing.
it was a shitty match,"
Against Chad
but it was fun. We had a good time. St. Louis was on
And then they
their
got
feet.
out, and you
I
said
mean, again, I think we as fans we want to
so
kind
this is a obviously not
it's
everyone's
kind
going
of
to say that. Some
what
say
we all
it's
do
some
is
say it was
consume
worse, but on
entertainment. You're gonna have an opinion about it.
a good couple.
But I don't think we go into buying a movie ticket or downloading an album
is fine.
with this idea of like,
But
I
it's
can't wait to download this and hate it.
It's not
Like it's different.
and then
with
you got
wrestling for some
Creed Brothers, War Raiders.
I mean,
good
you
92,
never wanted to
Finn
watch the movie
AJ,
just to laugh
good
at.
95.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's definitely.
So
good
you
I'm
know, those
kidding,
three
but-
matches, all in that
Yeah,
good range.
it's
Main event
a
should
good
come out
watching
as
thing,
great.
to be honest.
Let's have a look, see what it gets.
I really like
Then
where
this whole
Monday
now.
Night Raw is right now at this
So the
point.
women's,
Well, and what
tag
you
Match.
talked
Yeah.
about taking a step back and taking
Right.
it as a whole. So what is your rating out of 10?
So that's not bad.
I thought tonight
It's
was
low end
okay. I
great,
thought
but
tonight
it's
was
not
solid.
bad.
It was kind of one of those in between shows
I
where
think it was
there's
a
little
fun
bit
match.
of time.
I think it
at least,
deserves to
like
be the
they're
best
setting up
match.
a really big Monday next week.
I'm
I'm
not
kind of in
high
a
on it.
7 range tonight.
Probably a little
not
below,
bad.
but, yeah,
By
I
any
don't have any
stretch.
problems with that.
Didn't
That
blow the
was
doors
great.
off the hinges.
So yeah,
I like
you
what
know,
they're setting up, but
it is
tonight
what it
was
is. I
more about
really
they're
have
setting.
no interest in sitting here.
I
being
mean, I
like,
can't really fault you on that. If that's where you were going to
But
go,
equally, I
right.
am sat here.
I
going,
honestly thought you were
Where
going to
was
go a
the
bit
talking
higher with
points?
that.
Where was the stuff for us to
And I
now
guess
do
it's,
videos
well, I
and
feel like we
reactions
actually
on,
reached the
get
same kind of
acting
point on Backlash too.
and, you know,
But yeah, I'll
really
go
too
7.
interested in trying to tell you
Again,
something that isn't
I
true.
really
So,
like what Raw
I don't
has
think
in
the general
play.
consensus of the show. What a raw.
Yeah, I feel like
What
this
a
was a lot of pawn movement, right? Like this is what tonight felt
Yeah.
like.
It's hard, and it's
Right,
really,
like they're
it's
kind of
really
loading
hard.
up and they're you're kind of getting your pieces in place, and
Because
that's
I
what
think the matches is
tonight.
putting
You know,
together
I mean, I
make
like the
it
main
look
event. Did
but
it
just
forward?
when they
You know, was it
actually
an
do it, they're just not
amazing
delivering.
women's tag match?
I
That was
wonder
good.
why. I
You know,
wonder
it did
why
the trick.
Finn AJ wasn't.
You
I
know,
wonder why Creed
Penta,
wasn't.
and
I wonder
Gable,
why
really
Penta
good
Jam
match. Crowd a
wasn't
little bit
better.
quiet for some of the stuff. The tag match didn't
Is
really
it
hit
because
the way we
those
wanted to,
matches
but it
don't
was a pretty
matter?
good
I mean,
match
Creed's
from the
War
actual
Raiders
competitors.
matter.
Just felt a little
The
flat.
winners.
Yeah, it was a very like, you know,
the
it was an
championship.
okay
So,
show.
that match. But then the tag titles on Raw don't matter. Who cares?
Oh,
The tag titles don't matter.
Finn AJ would be it for me. I was about to bring up. I really like the Jay
kind of bled
segment.
into the match. I think the crowd.
Well, I mean, again, yeah, Jay segment was good. I actually thought Becky's segment was decent. I thought she came out and gave a really good promo. I think she's a good talker. So I had no problem with that.
We need WrestleMania back.
He said it, folks. It's not just me that said it. He said it.
Right? I mean,
They broke the bloodline up too soon. Seth isn't a big enough star to lead a faction with Heyman, says
He didn't have that line. Yeah.
I just think that maybe something's affecting
Rhea smacking Io.
Little James, here it comes. Like little Io with my belt. Green hell.
Green big folks.
I know he's getting a second opinion from
everyone just clowning the shit out of LJ Clary. You can't even look like this guy and get Lyra. And it's like, oh, if you only knew he was Trump. Yeah,
right. Like it was your feedback
the guy
right
took
now.
shit right away,
So,
and then people were like, "Hold up, I literally need that track."
Good.
Like,
I want to hear them.
I
want to know what do you think
actually
as well. Not just what did you think about the show.
But yeah, I mean, again, it's such an unassuming man, so you see him and you're just like, really?
So what did you think about War?
His girlfriend will fuck you up before you even have to get around.
I don't need to pull on Superman's cape here. I don't need to fuck with Clark Kent just to see if he's actually
easier said than done, isn't
it?
Right. Maybe it is the stories are just a bit too slow.
Nah, it was good. 5 out of 10. Raw was kind of mid. There you go. A lower range. A little lower than my taste. Paul was 6. So
what do you think?
Is it going off of what we had coming out of? Because we are still out of coming out of the WrestleMania vortex a little bit, so we're getting into that.
If you're watching this and you're going to reply
versus
I think that would
carrying
be an interesting
on
thing to.
The narrative.
You know, crime dramas or whatever. Some shows are just moving along, and that's what's nice about it. It's going to be good. Not indicative of anything really further than that for me. I think Raw's been strong. I think Raw's been highly entertaining. A lot of weeks it's been maybe the best wrestling show of all of them.
Across the division, and because they did
pump up the tire before we get to
you hit a single instead of a home run.
Yeah, you're playing a little small ball right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
always, one of the things I always put it on, like, they thought as if they destroyed the whole women's division, right? They kept saying the women's division
Give it a 9. It's my favorite part of the show, but it was the beginning.
I'm going to do unseen, but
but especially like Paul comes, perfect timing on the interruption
opinions video as
Paul
well.
comes out, goes
But we
for
will
his
be back
mouth.
with that
Paul won't let
next
him
live
do it.
tomorrow.
And this is good shit. This will make people tune in. The bantering between guys like Paul and Punk will make people tune in. Back.
Yeah, Raw had a really good hour and a half and 2.5 hour show. That's a little bit at times when it kind of halfway feels like. And SmackDown, we talked about getting has been at that point of they don't have a good hour and a half show with a 3-hour show. Monday Night Raw was not anything to super write home about, but it was nothing to fucking shake a stick at either.
Yeah, I wasn't staring at the clock going like, when is this show going to end?
No.
I was excited for the main event. It was what it was. Again, it feels like another pawn movement, like we're setting up Rhea, Io, Money in the Bank, perhaps. I don't know if they turn it around quick enough for Saturday Night Main Event. They could. And again, I think there's a lot of other Seth Punk. Where is that going? Match is going to happen on Saturday. A little bit higher on the radar. Everybody getting excited. It's called Switch Killer.
Thought Gable and Penta was all right, but I've seen better
8 out of
from both
10.
Gable and Penta.
6.5 out of 10.
Better from obviously Gable and WWE,
but
even
even
Penta and
Well,
WWE, I've
this
seen
feels a
better
lot
matches.
of like this.
And
would
then
be one of those
AJ Finn was
episodes
too
we watch
boring,
show.
and Raiders
On
of
the last
America made
episode.
no one gave a damn, unfortunately. So that's where we were at.
It is in that vibe.
Yeah, I also
the carryover. This is not a season finale.
Gable and Penta was fine.
No,
but it's just
it's connected tissue.
It's a
No,
significantly
but you know, like, and a character died.
AJ Finn, I don't, dude.
And then
It's
you
like
get the
they were
episode
walking
of like everyone's just like,
Raiders
hunkered down
America
somewhere,
was okay.
with
Was good.
feelings and
Yeah, but,
emotions
like,
and dreams.
And everybody's emotional.
No,
Right,
Egg
like, you
episode.
kind of have that like
Egg
down step
episode.
before you go back up.
yeah, that was
That's
very,
what-
very
yeah, a bit of a
unfortunate.
springboard
But
for us.
again, at least we got the
Yeah.
women's match, so that was
Yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
But yeah, you're right.
All
No
day, every day.
confused. That is
7
nice,
out of
so I'll give
10,
you that
let's
much.
go.
Dave also says,
Raw's a good
promo-wise,
show.
Open
I
was
like
great.
if
Love that they booked the
it's
tag.
an A,
For the
but
Saturday
Roman
night
Reigns
main event makes
it's
that
still
show
probably
must
better
see. Jay's
since
promo was
he's
terrific.
and
Then
drawn
people
in
as
a
well.
tag team match.
Crafted
No, Sammy perfectly fine.
hair,
Leave Sammy alone.
All right, so let's get
Leave
into the
Sammy
start of the show.
alone.
As Dave's mentioned here. CM
7
Punk
out of 10
basically
from
go out
Kyle.
there,
6
talk about how he
from
has trust
Bob
issues, and that's the first we've heard of him then be
I
attacked.
understand where you get a 6. I understand where you
Raw
get
after Mania.
an
So he's got a
8
lot of
maybe,
things to say.
and
CM
I'm right in the
Punk
middle
was
with that
not upset
7
at
because I
anybody
just
but himself
again,
for
I
allowing
wasn't
himself
bored.
to be
I was
pulled by
drinking.
Paul Heyman.
I
Yes,
felt like
the
you were
years in
higher
here,
on the show
called
than
Seth
I was.
Rollins,
And
New
so when
CM
you
Punk,
said a
and then
7, I
called
was like,
Paul
all
Heyman
right,
fat
I
three
can
different,
get
two
you
or three different
there.
times, and even
Yeah,
referred to
That's
him
like
as a
my
piglet.
high
And
point.
then
That
Paul
might
Heyman
be
goes
your
out
low
there,
point,
Seth
but I
goes
guess
out there,
that's where
and this
that's the
led to
best
some
point
back
you
and forth
come in
between
with.
Punk and Seth.
Yeah, I
And
think
Seth
for me, if
tried
the
to
Finn
kind of
AJ
be,
match
you
had
know,
been a little
basically
more
say CM Punk was a
oh,
bad
shit, what a
friend to
match.
Paul Heyman.
Then we got
Basically,
a
a lot
couple
of
like
things
whole fuck
already
moments.
said.
Should have been a
And
minute.
this led
Should
to
have
a
been a
melee
minute.
Not
between
really,
Seth,
because I mean,
Braun,
I think that
and
match.
then
What
Seth
difference?
went out there,
What
helped out,
difference
and Jay eventually
happened
went out to
with
help out. So we
the
ended up
women's
getting a
tag
really
match
fun
and the main
collision
event
here,
versus
and they
So
did
that's
make
it.
it
And
the
for me,
Saturday
I
night's
would
main
put
event.
Rhea
Braun
and
and
Io
Seth
and
versus Sam.
There's nothing gained off
How
being
you
lost
feel
if you
about
switch it though.
what you saw
Yeah,
out
absolutely.
here during the
I think I would still put the women's world champion in the
Uh,
main event. AJ.
This felt.
That's the only
you know,
caveat.
you
Like,
know
it
what?
really-
Now I'm
really
realizing
does,
this
but,
is an episode of
ultimately,
Monday Night Raw.
I think
that
that's.
was
I
more
thought even the main
focused
event
towards
could have
building
been
Saturday
better.
night's
It
main
was
event
good.
than
It
we were
wasn't
about building
again
something
very
bigger.
fun movie.
And maybe
7 out
that's
of
where
10,
I'm having a little bit
8
of a
out of 10
disconnect with
with
the show.
half out of 10.
Because I thought that this was
Really
fine. But like
hoping
when
the
you name the
Oscar would
people
show
that
up tonight,
you
or
listed,
Kyrie
I
would
just
show
was
up,
expecting a
working
little
hard.
bit more fireworks out of what we got.
Goddamn
There was
swole.
nothing I didn't like about
Right,
it,
she on that
but
fucking AJ vibe.
even the punk,
Yeah, they're all on that
promo, the
fucking
Seth
rainier
rebuttal,
vitamins.
sending Braun Breaker,
Stem
that
cells
was
working,
cool.
motherfucker.
But they literally did
8.5.
nothing.
I just made that
This
up.
man just throwing out straight accusations and everything.
Rehashing
This man might as well be wearing a ball
that have already happened in
that is
multiple
a
weeks. So in terms of moving the needle for
jacket
me,
right
in
now.
terms of
We are not
the
dumpsters
Seth
and
Punk
big
stuff,
bullshit.
the new faction
That's
stuff,
facts.
the
That's
fucking
Uh,
Heyman
they-
thing,
they
and
go back to
Rollins'
mid.
relationship
They're
with Sami
allowed,
Zayn.
God.
It
They're
didn't
allowed.
move
They're
those
allowed.
forward
my guy.
in any
I
capacity
can't take Becky
whatsoever.
seriously as
It
a
did
heel.
set us up for
More of a
CM
baby
Punk
face.
and
I
Sami
don't like her as a
Zayn
baby face.
versus
She's
the
boring.
new faction at Saturday
Yeah,
Night
I
Main
don't
Event.
get where this
But that-
comes from, though.
but aside from that, I don't
Becky
really feel
discourse,
like
though.
I
I know I said
we
that's
push
where you're
forward in
lost a bit and everything, but I just really
Yeah,
don't
I
get where the
think the
fuck
only
it comes
thing
from.
that
Like,
I
she's
came
good in the
wanting
ring.
out of this was
She's
I
good on
want
the
to
mic.
see that friendship
Like,
blossom. between
Are
CM
you
Punk
mad
and
that
Sami.
she's that
I'm
good
sorry.
that
I want
you're
to see it. I
not,
feel
or
like they're
something?
two
Like, I don't
likable
get
people. I really
where
want to
the
see
issue
the
is.
dynamic
Like,
of them
she sat there
together.
and cut
So
that
that
whole
is the
promo.
thing
We
that I
she sat there
dislike
and just
from
lost
this.
that.
And I
That's
just like
so
the
weird.
shots at CM Punk
And
and Seth
I
Rollins.
said that was my
That was
match
fun.
right on back.
The one thing
And
who
still
you should
trying to cut
notice
this whole
that
promo, which I
the way
think
that
is
they
fantastic.
presented
But
the
everyone,
backstage
Becky
segment with Seth
Hogan,
Rollins was pretty much copy and
like,
paste how they
where do they
presented
come
Roman
from?
Reigns back in the day with the,
I think it's very similar to what's
bloodline
happening with Charlotte. I
on
think
SmackDown.
even
They did
Bailey
the
to an
exact
extent, I
same
really feel
camera
like
angle where they
the
started off
fan
and
base,
zoomed in,
especially a
Prince
younger portion of the fan
thinking
base,
Seth
and I could be
Rollins,
wrong,
zoom
but it's just
out,
what I'm
Paul
observing.
Heyman's there,
They're
watching
really
intently,
eager
and
now
then
for the next
suddenly
gen. They're,
he's
you know, the
revealed
Rock's
to be that is
and
exactly
and
what
again,
they do
very much the
every
idea of like, what's the next thing?
It's
Okay,
so
have it.
funny.
Okay, what's
I
the next
literally
thing?
was
Oh, here you go.
thinking the exact same
Right, it's like
thing.
being at the speaker box. Like, no and then. No and
Uh,
Come on!
aspect of the
Hey, no and then.
Braun Breaker
So,
so
again, you just
backstage,
like,
cock blocking the only time.
We've seen around
And
with
I
that
guess that's a
so long.
And every single week he goes out there and says, "This is my year, 2025."
Like, I'm not even saying. Yeah, but the champion has always wanted to put over. He's putting him over. And probably arguably that. But she still doesn't know, right?
They just, sorry, we don't care. So we can get back at it. Don't forget it. Beats break it this Wednesday. 8 match. Boxing show. Thursday we got Impact. Friday we got SmackDown. We got so much coming our way. Jam-packed as like 4 or 5 minutes. Subscribe.
I always do about that, right?
Come back tomorrow. See you on the side.
What are you still doing here? Go home.
We got Vitaro here who says, can y'all please
Oh,
talk about
We're still
that?
live. Go home.
ECW legend.
Lit up a cigarette.
So, Vitaro,
Oh,
I had just done a video on TV when they announced, or right before the
Like network again is like that.
legends that she was going into the Hall of Fame, and Sabu was one of them. And I,
I fell in love with him. Just prove that no one else. I said this in my tweet. I think if I were to make a video Sabu had 7 other like the man's really did put his body on them. And you look at how he was but you don't realize that what you have is what you that's the potentially do like something like that.
Take the time to induct people into the Hall of Fame that really deserve it, and especially since you're how long was it? Give them their flowers. Embrace them. It's something that's on the we got young teenagers that literally start right now together. I know that's right.
I like that.
Like you choose kind of one or the either. It's like a whole freaking science. I've had this discussion with some creators. It's a pain in the ass, but it is what it
Well, that should answer your question. Like, if this guy can barely get what makes you a I don't see it. I don't see it. I would love for him to. I would love for him to get these opportunities. But everything that I'm seeing says, now everybody's going to do it. But that makes no sense. That makes
Oh, my goodness.
He's literally your number one first guy. The fans are behind him. Why not try when he has the best opportunity to succeed? That seems weird.
Monday night in Louisville, Kentucky, man.
I feel kind of happened with Ellie Knight, where Ellie Knight got so over, but it just wasn't his
I don't know how you guys feel on this Monday night.
He still gets
I'm kind of bored.
What's the report?
Oh, no,
I don't know.
man. CM Punk is back. We love Punk.
Yeah, been here.
But shows are always better when Punk is there. They're the guy that Jesse said made too much money.
Thank you so much for the support. And obviously, fans, I think, just getting the chance to.
So Rollins brought Breaker, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn. I like it. I like it.
That it wasn't like
For the current regime,
Penta and Chad Gable. Good grabs. Styles and Balor. Good grabs. Julia, Roxanne, Rhea. Good grabs.
And it had
Always
a
remember,
speaker
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
What is this? I got close.
But next week we got the Money in the Bank qualifiers, man. That should at least
You're not allowed to cancel.
elicit some excitement. You know what I'm excited about, man? Going to the venue. I need an old fashioned. I haven't had one in a while. Too busy drinking Corbin's coffee, man. Delicious. Venue. Cold beverages. When I get there, I want to know on this Monday night. What the fuck are you guys drinking?
I don't know if you saw any of this.
I'll see you guys all.
Oh, right. I will take a peek. Sorry, I wasn't up to date. I hadn't said anything. The Helen Green said, please explain how we are back. I'm sorry, Son, you don't know what state you are in.
I'm in the 51st state.
I will, but I'll get home. Thank you, we also got options here that Jessica will retire as a
I don't think so. I think it's all over the
yeah. Anthony Giuliano here said, Santi wants to get it in the league. Luther with Luther and have to go afterwards. This is done. We talked to his dad. I don't know. How much you afterwards? It's fine. Or not even the video. One chocolate.
My price would be let me go. That's the 6 content free. Let me go.
Yo, I would be like, don't make me give money, bro. Oh, dog, damn it. Now you're almost personally dying. I think if we chopped my heart.
Oh, yeah, there's a chance I go in the dark.
Yeah, for sure.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Punk? Only to be saved by Sami Zayn and then Jey Uso. And it's a 3-on-2 situation.
We've already talked with my community about
We got
life.
Punk, we got Zayn, we got Uso, we got Rollins, we got Braun Breaker. So the big question, obviously, coming out of tonight's show from everybody is, who is the third man? There's 3 on one side. The baby faces have 3. The heels only have 2. Who's the third man? Exam time. Sit here and discuss who the third man is. We haven't really been given a clue as if there is a third man. We don't really have anything to go off of to figure out if there really is a third individual here, but it's not going to stop the community from talking about it. It's not going to stop the IWC from speculating who they wish to be in this new group with Rollins, Heyman, and Braun Breaker. Drew McIntyre, obviously the name chosen by many to be the guy to join Seth Rollins in this new group. Austin Theory's name's been thrown around. Logan Paul's name's been thrown around because it just fits, seeing as to where we're going into Saturday night's main event. Logan Paul isn't there enough to really warrant a full-time spot in this new group. I would want somebody to benefit from being there every week and benefit from Rollins and Braun Breaker. Logan Paul doesn't really give you that vibe that he's going to be there every single week. So his name to me is automatically out of question, even though I can see why people have chosen Logan Paul. Bronson Reed's name was shown in the IWC. I posted something on Twitter today during the show. Bronson Reed's name came up a lot. I don't know if he is ready to come back, and if he is ready to come back, it may take another month or 2 for Bronson Reed to get back to the WWE, but his name was thrown around as well. The other name
that I hope it's not, that some people were speculating it could be, was somebody on CM Punk's side.
Michael.
And that is Sami Zayn. Now, there was one instance tonight where Sami Zayn and CM Punk were in the back after this brawl to open the show, and we got a tag team match made. It's already been made official. It's CM Punk and Sami Zayn teaming up against Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. This is happening at Saturday night's main event. More than likely in the main event, I would say, unless John Cena's on the show. But even if he's on the show, the rumor is Cena's going to be defending the WWE Championship against R-Truth. So I don't know what the situation is there. They may save that for a SmackDown. Who the fuck knows? But the tag team match with Punk, Zayn, Rollins, and Breaker is official for Saturday night's main event in Tampa. That is Double or Nothing weekend. It's going to be a big show. Sami Zayn. His name has been talked about. His name has been speculated. This is not the first time Sami's name has been mentioned as turning heel. First time we saw that was after WrestleMania, where they prolonged tease, that Jey Uso won the championship. He came out on the Raw after Mania, celebrated. Sami Zayn was in the ring. They just gave you a glimpse as to maybe him turning heel. Camera work was kind of fishy on Monday night. He didn't turn heel, thank God. And it was nothing more than a simple tease. But now people are talking about it again. Because like I said, there was a backstage segment where Sami Zayn asked for CM Punk and his trust. And Punk said, listen, nothing against you. I'm just having a very difficult time trusting people right now after what Paul Heyman did to me at WrestleMania. Sami Zayn then came back with a rebuttal and said, nobody trusted you when you joined the bloodline, and look at that. And look at how that turned out. We won. And it was good for everybody. CM Punk said, yes, you're correct. Sami wants to trust Punk, and Punk wants to trust, needs to trust Sami Zayn. Is there a possibility of Sami Zayn turning on Punk and joining the good fight with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker? I don't like it. I don't like it. I know people are talking about it. I just don't think that's the way to go. I don't want to see Sami Zayn turn heel. I don't. I think Sami Zayn being a babyface and chasing the world championship and just climbing that mountain and ultimately being the one to take the world heavyweight championship away from Seth Rollins is the way to go. I just don't see Sami Zayn being a heel in 2025 when we have all these other things that I would much rather see with Sami Zayn. I just don't think it makes sense. It would be emotional because of what he means to Jey Uso, and obviously Sami Zayn is a babyface through and through, so the shock of it would be great, but I mean, how many people are going to turn heel? How many heel turns can we have? I feel like we've had a lot of heel turns over the last 6 to 8 weeks. Cena, we got Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker officially cemented himself as a heel. I mean, how many more heel turns do we need? Not everybody can. Becky Lynch. Not everybody can turn heel. I don't think that's going to be the case. I am putting my vote, casting my ballot for Drew McIntyre. I think that would fit perfectly into what's going on. He's got history with Jay. He's got history with Sammy. He's got history with Punk. It just makes sense. Like, Drew McIntyre is legitimately the fucking glue that would hold all of this together. What is he doing? What do you got him doing on Friday Night SmackDown? Nothing. He's embroiled in the United States Championship title picture. It's great. Beat him. Guy's world championship material. He's over there fucking around with the United States Championship. I mean, he's legitimately the glue that holds all this together. Not only does he have history with Punk, Zayn, and Uso.
I thought that was great too.
He's got history with
I mean,
Rollins.
they
got the same track
she had
of thinking. They got the same
I think
mindset.
it was on the Raw post show that they do.
It just makes sense.
That the fans
It
call
just
her
makes
Becky
too much
Hogan.
sense.
So it sounds
for
like
that
she's
to
like,
happen,
okay,
we
fine.
need a
You
transfer
think
window
that I've been this
or a draft,
horrible person that
which
keeps
is
people
rumored
down
to
and
be
doesn't
coming.
let them be able to
Or
get
some
ahead
sort of
in the
trade.
WWE. Now will actually become
I don't know
that.
what
So let's see
happens,
what you
but-
think about that.
Out of all the names people are discussing
Yeah,
right now,
I
because
like
there's
this.
three,
I'm a
obviously,
fan.
on the
I like what
babyface
they're
side,
doing.
and
We
two
didn't
on the
see
heel side.
Lyra.
There's
I
gotta
don't
be
know what's
someone.
going on with her nose and stuff. I haven't kept
A
up
dark
with that
horse
just
pick would
yet,
be
but
Austin Theory, but he's
they
not really
killed the
doing
man
much of
that was my
anything,
favorite
and they
match
haven't
tonight
built
for
him up
Backlash
to
for
fit
sure.
into
So
this group
that's
and be
pretty much
equal to
what
Rollins
went
and
down
Braun
today
Breaker. He
on
would
the show. That
obviously
was
be the
Monday Night
weakest
Raw.
link
Next week, Money
of
in
the
the Bank
group to see
qualifiers
how the
begin.
company has
AJ
booked
Styles and
him
Penta versus Finn
over the
Balor and
past 2
JD
years.
McDonough. Sheamus versus Grayson Waller and
Basically,
Jey
a
Uso versus
job
Braun
at this
Breaker.
point. But
Non-title.
they didn't really do much.
That is our show,
I mean,
everybody.
I'm
Thank
looking
you
forward
guys
to the
as
tag
always
team
for
match.
tuning in, for
I
watching.
thought it would be Reigns and
Santi,
Punk.
tell the people where they
They may
support
be
you and
saving
check out
Reigns
your work.
versus Punk
You can
sometime
find
this
me
summer. I
anywhere
have no
that is
fucking clue where they're
Santi
going with
Jab
Roman
on
Reigns. This is
YouTube,
his
Twitch,
yearly vacation.
Patreon,
After
Twitter,
WrestleMania, goodbye. I will see you
Instagram,
guys for
anywhere
SummerSlam.
you want to follow. Pick your poison. Pick your favorite social
It was
media.
set
Follow
up
me there.
for Reigns and
Same
Punk
for me
to
at
team up,
underscore Denise
join
Salcedo across
forces,
the board.
take care
YouTube.com
of Paul
/
Heyman and
Denise
Seth Rollins,
Salcedo.
and then
I'm
take
trying.
care
I'm
of
uploading
business
so much stuff. Just
one-on-one
dropped an
with
interview
each
with
other, but it
Mercedes
doesn't look
Moné,
like that's going
Nina
to happen.
Shirakawa, and
Sami
hopefully get
Zayn
some more stuff
has now
coming up.
been
So make sure
integrated
you guys
into this
go
feud.
and subscribe.
I
Thank you
thought the
guys so
open was
much,
great.
and we'll catch you on the next
I thought
one.
the
Bye,
open-
everyone.
Not only because Punk is back, but I just like how everybody's stories are coinciding at the same time. Everybody has something to do with each other. Sammy has shit to do with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has shit to do with Sami Zayn. Seth Rollins has shit to do with CM Punk. Jey Uso and Sammy. CM Punk and Jey Uso. Braun Breaker and Sammy. Braun Breaker and Jey Uso. I mean, I just love how everybody's stories just come together, and it's like, it's almost like a puzzle piece perfectly fitting together. That's the one thing I like about this. And the top of the card right now, the dynamic of a faction on Monday night, them leading the charge on Monday night, and then the baby faces coming together, and how everybody's stories just come together perfectly. This is why I said the next guy who joins Paul Heyman's group needs to be someone that also fits into this dynamic seamlessly, and that is Drew McIntyre. So hopefully that's the case. I like the fact that Punk is back. Every time he's back, it's great. It just feels important. The rest of the show needs to step up when he's there, because he can't be the only thing that people care about on a Monday night. He's back. He had a microphone in his hands. He forwarded the story. We got the Saturday Night Event Tag Team match booked and confirmed. And we got the little dynamic between Punk and Rollins, Punk and Heyman, Punk and Breaker, which is a future match. We'll see. We got the dynamic between Sammy and Punk. We got the dynamic between Jay and Sammy. And I just like the fact